stop moving, don't 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 stop moving.
There's a phrase you've probably heard 100 times. When it counts, you'll rise to the occasion. I'm here to tell you, that's one of the most dangerous lies in self-defense culture. The truth, backed by decades of military research and law enforcement data, is the exact opposite. Under extreme stress, you don't rise, you fall. You fall to the lowest level of performance your training has made automatic. So the question isn't whether you're brave enough. The question is, what have you actually made automatic? This episode is about the neuroscience and psychology of stress performance, not gear, not tactics. Understanding this will change how you think about training, about preparation, and honestly about what it means to be truly ready. Under acute stress, tunnel vision, loss of fine motor skills, time distortion, and working memory narrows dramatically. The prefrontal cortex, which controls rational decision-making, goes partially offline under high sympathetic activation. What takes over is the amygdala and basal ganglia, the habit and instinct brain. This is why trained professionals perform under pressure. Their habits are deeply grooved. Think of your brain under threat like a computer running low on RAM. The apps that are already open and running in the background, those still work. New apps? You can't open them. Whatever you've trained until it's automatic is already open and is all that's working. What this means for gun owners specifically. Range performance does not equal defensive performance. Calm, flat-range shooting is not stress inoculation. Fine motor skills like trigger manipulation and mag changes degrade significantly under adrenaline overload. Gross motor skills like feet movement and drawing from your holster hold up better. This is why typical range training emphasizes simple, large movements. Your verbal skills, your legal awareness, your decision-making all are impaired under the effects of stress. If you've never trained under any kind of stress, time pressure, movement, noise, low light, you don't act. You only know how you'll perform. You only know how you perform when nothing is wrong. What does level of training actually mean? We can break it down to 3 levels of skill. First, we have conscious competence. With conscious competence, you can do it, but you have to think about it. This is weak under stress. Next is unconscious competence. You do it automatically. This is more stress resistant. Then there is stress inoculated competence. You've practiced under simulated stress. This is the most durable under high stress situations. So what builds automatic skill? The answer is repetition beyond the point of first success. Or overlearning. Consistent dry fire practice at home, force-on-force or scenario-based training, mental rehearsal training. For more on mental rehearsal, check out the previous video. The link will be in the description. Lastly, we need to talk about what doesn't build it automatic skills. Only going to the range once a month and shooting paper at 7 yards, or watching YouTube videos like this one, without physical practice and implementation. Assuming your military or law enforcement background from years ago still holds. No offense to my LEO and military veteran friends, but you know as well as I do that these are perishable skills. And if you haven't kept up with your training, you don't still have it like you used to. Here are some practical takeaways for building stress-resistant skills. Number 1, simplify your system. Fewer decisions under stress equals better execution. 1 carry gun, consistent position, consistent draw stroke. Pre-made decisions. If X, then Y. Number 2, train with time pressure. Use a timer even in dry fire. Stress degrades performance. Pressure reveals gaps. Number 3, seek scenario-based training. Force on force with simunitions or airsoft. Or at minimum, do scenario walkthroughs. Number 4, audit your habits. What happens when you draw in the dark, or with one hand, or from a seated position? And number 5, Stress inoculate gradually. Don't start with the hardest scenario. Build the baseline first, then add complexity. Remember, the main difference in skill between you and a Navy SEAL is time and repetition. The most honest question you can ask yourself after today is, what have I actually made automatic? Not what do I know? What can I do when my brain is flooded with adrenaline? This week, I challenge you to pick one fundamental, your draw, your verbal challenge, your safe room movement, and do 50 dry reps, not because 50 is magic, but because repetition is. Next video, we're going to get tactical and talk about how to think about avoidance, environmental awareness, and defensive strategy. And you'll do all this before a threat ever materializes. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps, and it's greatly appreciated.